They say patience is a virtue. Well, guess what? Patience was a virtue for me. Over the last 4 weeks, I've been buying cards off eBay and MySlabs, and it's turning out that based on current comps and current value reports, it looks like early returns are going to show favorable. Let me show you what I got in this episode of DIY Sports Cards. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of DIY Sports Cards, a production of IconicTradingCards.com. This is a place where we take a deep dive into the buying and selling of sports cards for collectors and investors alike. I'm Ramon, the founder of this channel. How y'all doing today? I hope you're having a great week. Me? I had a great week. Why? Because Mail Day came. And with Mail Day this week came a number of cards that I won on eBay auctions. Here's a stack of them that I received, 6 of them in total. And this is just in counting. I've got a few more coming. In addition to this, I had a couple cards that I did buy from MySlabs. So, really excited. If you recall from one of my last videos, I talked about buying strategies for when the economy does a little bit of a 180. In other words, when things were going well, things are not going so well. That said, if you're still involved in sports cards, this is and has been the opportunity to find some really good deals on cards. Now, if you remember my strategy, it's talking about patience and sticking with what you know. Those are the two key elements to succeeding in an environment where you see recessions potentially happening in the economy. Let me show you the 6 cards I bought. They do align favorably with what I know and what I want to chase. Let me show you what I got. Love and Mail Day. You know, this is so looking at these cases, these are really nice cases that eBay sends out. Very high quality. It really makes me wonder how much they're charging for the authentication if they can afford to give such a nice case. Alright, well, let's take a look. Okay, the first card I bought is a collection is now upgraded. Collect, trade, and repeat. Fancy marketing, eBay. Really cool. Good to hear it's authentic without a doubt. Love it. Alright, let's see what this is. This is a 2000 Bowman rookie Tom Brady in a BGS 8. Now, I paid $950 for this card. That's why I bought it. It was part of an auction. I lowballed my high bid, and somehow, some way, it landed in my favor. The seller was reputable. I'm really ecstatic because current values, current comps, if you look at card ladders, eBay, you name it, they're showing this card to be valued at close to $1,050 to $1,100. So this card already has value baked into it. I'm very happy about this. Now, on top of this, I did have a PSA 7 Tom Brady, which I sold for $900 back in March. And it's one of those that I kind of regretted selling. So I really wanted to get it back. So to not only get this card back, but to get it back as an 8, a grade higher, for $50 more than what I sold for it, I'm going to run with this. So this is actually a nice little upgrade that I'm very content with. And you're going to hear a theme as to why I bought a lot of these cards. Alright, the next card is open it up, authentic. This is going to be a 2009 Topps Steph Curry. It is graded a PSA 8. Now this card is another one of those cards I used to have as a 7.5. I sold it at $850 back in March once again. I sold it at a show. And it was one of those that I really did wish I had it back. So I was pursuing it. And when the economy started turning for the unfavorable, this was on my short list of cards I really wanted to get. So here we are. I paid $850 for this card, same price I sold for that 7.5. So to upgrade a half a point, I'm very happy with this as well. So, yay. Okay, the next card. I think I know what this one is. 1959 Topps Mickey Mantle in a grade 5.5. Now this card in a 5 should be selling at around $750 to $850. This card I got for $625. Look, folks, when I buy these cards, this is actually one of the cards, because this is vintage, not only is it going to retain its value, but if you look at these cards don't sell in high volumes. They actually have some low volume if you look at it over 6 to 12 months. So if you're reading those historical reports, those charts, they read like an EKG. So the variability between high price and low price does vary significantly, to the tune of like $150 to $200 variance between top and bottom pricing. And this is within 2 weeks apart. So when I saw this card come in the low 600s, knowing this was a 5.5, this is one I was going to jump on. And I've never had anything higher than a 5 on this card, so I'm very happy with this one as well. Again, another upgrade to the collection. All of these cards I bought were upgrades to the collection. Either cards I sold or cards I'm going to sell, one of the others. Now I'm talking about the cards that I will sell, are the ones I currently have that I'll replace with this, when the time is right. Okay, they put this one in backwards. All right, this is a 1960 Topps Mickey Mantle in a grade 5. Yeah, definitely another theme here. This is another card that I sold in March. I sold it for $800. This exact card, this exact grade, and grading company. Regretting the sale, but really wanted to get this one back. I was looking for a much better deal. And around 4th of July, this card came in. This card was out for an auction, and I saw it out there. So what I did was, knowing that the price point on 4th of July, this is actually on 4th of July, the price point was so low, I decided to put a high bid at a much lowball offer. I believe I put that price in at $600. Finished final bid in my favor was $521. Yeah, my dog is very ecstatic about this as well. So very happy about this one. All right, next one. Card number 5. Man, no doubt that this is authentic. Well, no kidding, eBay. These cards are all graded that I bought. All right, this is a PSA 8 rookie Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'm a big Chiefs fan, so I'm happy to have this card. I don't have one of these cards in my collection, or at least I didn't. So I went ahead and bought this one. But that wasn't the reason why I bought this. When I saw this auction, it was in the final minutes when I picked up on this auction, and this card was tracking at the auction in the $400 range. And this card historically, like if you go back a year ago, this card sold for up to over $1,000. I'm not saying it's ever going to get back to that price point, but to see it at $400 or somewhere between $400 and $600, to me that's a value. And that's a real opportunity to buy a card with real value and have it baked in. So final bid in my favor was $521. So I got this card. Now if you look recent comps, this card is selling in the $700 range. So I've got $180 baked into this. In fact, I might even consider flipping this if I can get $750 for this. Because I can then take that profit plus what I have in the market right now and turn that into a grade 9 and dare I say a grade 10 Prism Mahomes, which is really what I'm looking for. So I'm really liking this purchase. Also, with football season coming up, there is an opportunity for that card to track even higher for a sale price as the closer we get to the season. It's possible. I'm not saying it will, but you can always kind of plan for it. All right, last card is oh yeah, I like this one. A 1963 Topps Mickey Mantle in an SGC 5.5. This is another card. This is probably one of my favorite cards of all time. I really want this card in the 7. Really looking to pursue this card, but I don't want to break the bank to do it. But man, this is one card I was excited to buy as well. Again, I bought this the week of 4th of July, after 4th of July. There was an auction and got this card in the $660 range. No, I lied. I got this card in at $590 range. So very happy with the outcome on this one. I had a 5.5 earlier this year in an SGC, was able to sell it for $700. This one I'm going to try to do the same thing. If I can make $100 to $150 profit, I will. But if not, this is actually one I'm going to hold on to for a long time. Really liking this card. Again, like I said, this is probably one of my favorites. Anyhow, there you have it. There are the 6 cards for mail day this week. So what is going on here? Because why? I guess my big question here is, why was I in a position to be able to buy these cards at a fraction of the cost that you saw even in 3 to 6 months ago? I think what's happening is, with the economy turning, and there are some folks out there that are starting to panic. We saw prices going up on fuel. We saw prices going up on food. Even though they've come down a little bit, they're still very high. Discretionary spending has gone down. And if you think about it, some of these folks out there, when they look around their house, they're trying to say, well, I need to get that next tank of gas so I can get to work. What can I give up? I think a lot of folks, if they had the opportunity, they're going to turn to their baseball card or their sports card collection to try to free up some of that money so they can basically live. I think that's what you're going to see. That you'll see a lot more opportunities in the marketplace to pick up cards that you've been wanting a long time ago at a price point that you may not have seen in a while, and you may never see again once the market turns around, once the economy turns around. So take advantage. If you've got the cash flow and you have the possibility to do it and you still have the discretionary income, take advantage of it. That's why I did it. I've got a pretty stable and meaningful job during the day. I still make buying decisions for a big pharma company, and especially in today's economy, my demand has gone way up. On top of that, I work from home, so my budget for gas is way low. In fact, it's gotten even lower. And then food, yeah, I've got 2 teenagers. They're eating me out of the house, but hey, if that's the only thing I've got to worry about, so be it. So for me, I'm going to keep spending on sports cards because this is the golden opportunity to go buy cards that I want and really build that collection I've really been wanting ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was 10 years old when I started collecting the first time around. Have a great week. Stay safe and be healthy, everyone. And we'll talk to you real soon. Peace out.